disastrous breaking news. It turns out Maxine Waters and Eric Holder did receive bombs, as we told you in the middle of the show. But Maxine Waters has gotten 2 bombs. Okay, so one in her DC office and one in the LA office. So let me tell you something. Ain't no false flag that says 2 bombs. Okay, what would be the point of sending 2 bombs? Okay, you made your point by sending it to all the different liberals, et cetera, right? And gee, out of all the people in the country that they sent 2 bombs to, it wasn't Obama, it wasn't Clinton, it wasn't even Soros. It was Maxine Waters, 1 out of 435 congresspeople. Why? Because she insulted Trump the most. Remember? And they said, oh, she's encouraging violence. She's encouraging violence by telling you to speak up against politicians and then get a load of the irony and hypocrisy of sending 2 bombs to her. Now, luckily, she's okay, but geez, that is unnerving, man. And so one of you guys wrote in during the show, I didn't get a chance to read it, saying even if they don't explode, look at the message that they're sending, right?
It's to intimidate you.
Intimidation.
Yeah, and look, I hope this doesn't prevent anyone from speaking the truth and holding people in positions of power accountable for their actions. You can't let them terrorize you. You can't let them, deter you from doing what you feel is the right thing to do. And if ever there was an administration that deserves criticism, it's this administration.
Maxine Waters, on a political level, actually has some issues. Okay, there's plenty of things I don't agree with her on, but now I'll fight to the death for her. Okay, so I mean, they targeted her, one, because she was courageous enough to speak up and to fight back. So that's it. I got her back. Okay. And number 2, let's keep it real. Why did she get under their skin so much? Also, she's a black woman. I mean, it's striking that she's the only one to receive 2 bombs. Okay. Very, very striking. And so these monsters talking about a false flag and all that nonsense. Are you insane? No, this is clearly a right-wing lunatic. And you could tell it because a left-winger wouldn't think to send 2 bombs to Maxine Waters. And besides which, why are we even having a conversation about this? Of course, it's a right-winger.
Okay, so to that point, on the show we talked about how now conservatives are spreading this ridiculous theory that it was a false flag operation, that Democrats did it, the timing is suspicious because it's close to the midterms, and it's a ridiculous thing to consider, right? But anyway, the thing about social media is that it makes you aware that people that you've known for a long time, people that you may have gone to school with, can also be lunatics and can also fall prey to nonsense propaganda. And I realized it a long time ago, but I came across another example of that today when someone that I've known for a long time posts on Facebook an ABC News report about all these bombs. And the only thing that he wrote in the caption was, seems fishy. And that irritated me. And then I looked at the comments and 2 other people commented and said, I agree, seems fishy. And then he provides evidence for why he would deem this fishy, right? He shared I think it's a tweet by Candace Owens. I'm going to go ahead and state that there is a 0% chance that these suspicious packages were sent out by conservatives. The only thing suspicious about these packages is their timing. Caravans, fake bomb threats, these leftists are going all out for the midterms. That's what she wrote.
You know what, though? I mean, if they say it enough, the media will start to report it as 50-50. So they're unreal. The caravans. Think about what a fucking lunatic Candace Owens is. That she thinks those are not actual poor people from Honduras and Latin America, that the Democrats put them up to it. Do you know how mentally deranged you have to be to believe that? Which Democrats? Would Chuck Schumer fly down to Honduras and say, oh, okay, guys, up and at 'em. We need you guys. And what the theory is, by the way, get a load of this, the conclusion of the theory. that the Democrats somehow got poor people from Latin America to join a caravan, come through, break through the gate, or sneak in with a giant caravan of 5,000 people, okay, and then go vote. They think they're gonna come and vote in this election.
It's absurd. One other thing I want to point out, thanks to Edwin Umania, who remembered about this. Trump had tweeted something threatening to Maxine Waters in June of this year, okay? So just to give you context before I read the tweet to you guys, this is on Twitter. Maxine Waters was encouraging people to speak their minds, not use any physical force or assault anyone. Speak your mind when you see an elected official and you disagree with the policies, right? And everyone lost their minds over that. Conservatives lost their minds, and they went out of their way to twist her words to make it appear as if she was calling for violence against conservatives. She has never called for violence, period. Okay, now with that said, June 18th of this year, Trump had tweeted the following: Congressman Maxine Waters, an extraordinarily low IQ person, has become, together with Nancy Pelosi, the face of the Democrat Party. She has just called for harm to supporters, not true, of which there are many, of the Make America Great Again movement. Be careful what you wish for, Max.
Oh, that's so true. Oh God, I forgot about that. Man. Then they turn around and say, oh, it's probably the left that wanted to bomb itself. Be careful what you wish for, Max. How much did he goad these people and egg them on? Jesus Christ. And you know what? Since they live in a conspiracy-filled world where they're detached from logic, facts, reason, etc., they could catch the guy. They could show that he's a Trump supporter. And you know what they'll say? Oh no, the FBI, it's a witch hunt. Their FBI was a witch hunt against Trump, and so they rigged it. It's actually a Democrat, and they planted the red hat in his closet, etc. It doesn't matter. They won't accept facts. They're like, oh, there was bombs to George Soros, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Eric Holder, 2 to Maxine Waters, CNN, John Brennan in specific, etc. So obviously it's a left winger. What the? Are you insane? And the answer is yes, a definitive yes. And I like the part of that quote, that tweet that drove me crazy when we first covered it was the temerity of Donald Trump calling anyone else low IQ. But he does it almost every time with an African American. He called LeBron James low IQ. Based on what? Right? But Kanye West is the only one he doesn't call low IQ because he's the one that puts on a red hat, right? He called Maxine Waters low IQ. Who else? He did it to like 3 or 4 different African Americans. Omarosa.
Omarosa.
He called low IQ. Wait, you hired her like 7 different times. Why'd you hire her if she was so low IQ? And you could do 1,000 insults to Omarosa, and I wouldn't disagree with you. But low IQ ain't one of them. Okay, coming from the guy who is the lowest IQ person that we've ever had as president. But hey, they're black, so everybody, they're low IQ. And go make them pay for what they said about protesting us. And hey, mission accomplished, Donald Trump. Not 1 but 2 bombs to her. I guess you got what you wanted.